My name is Jane ERKENS, and I have a long-term history of working within our community. I would like to thank the Nanango Tourist and Development Association for hosting this evening and giving me the opportunity. And also I'd like to say that this is a different role for me, as I'm quite often either chairperson or timekeeper for these events. While I'm not going to go too much into my role in working with the community, there are a few milestones of which I would like to share for those of you who do not know me. I'm proud to have been a part of leading out an amazing community effort which achieved the Butter Factory All-Inclusive Park for the kids in town, and also the fundraising for Cobargo, a town in the Bega Valley who were devastated by bushfires. Our community were desperate to help those in need, but in the aftermath of the fires, there was no place to send any goods. So we came up with the idea of a street market, and it felt so good to see the participation of this community to raise $8,000 for that community. While the shed in Little Drayton Street came onto the market, I convinced my husband Leo that it was a great investment, and we could rent it out as a storage shed. It took him about a fortnight to work out that that was never going to happen, and he was co-owner and sponsor of the Shed Nanango, and now well-known and loved cultural centre for musicians from all over the world who have performed here at my invitation, making culture accessible to our residents at an affordable cost. We also conduct a weekly music session for community members to come, share their music, learn an instrument, or just enjoy some camaraderie. This is also where we host an annual Halloween night for local kids and young people in the area. And this is attended by, or at least we give out, around 500 bags of lollies to the kids. This is a big job, and one with which, without the support of many loyal helpers, would not happen. Perhaps one of my greatest achievements was when Nanango was in danger of losing our hospital. I was elected as a community representative on a committee to look at the situation. We were successful with stopping the closure, and I went on to serve 10 years on the South Burnett District Health Council. The recognition I have received for some of my achievements are, as a local business owner of over 30 years, I was proud to receive a Westpac Wide Bay Burnett Central Coast Business Excellent Award for Outstanding Women in Business. I have been awarded an Australia Day Local Achiever Award and a Nanango Tourism and Development Founders Day Award for Community Service. I have always been concerned with the high rates that we pay in the South Burnett, and am keen to look at ways to keep these down. With my experience in business, I will support ways to reduce waste in administration so as not to affect services, but to stop rate increases. Ratepayers are consistently being told to tighten their belts, and I believe at this time of raising inflation, Council also need to tighten their belt. I would like to see Council employing people from within our local region. Staff who live and work in a town take more pride in their work because it's their community. Looking after the vulnerable in my community is very important to me. And while I understand that many issues that affect the community are not decided by Council, as a councillor, I would have access to agencies such as police and youth services to address the current problems being encountered in the town area. Other issues affecting our area that I could address with the relevant agencies is the lack of affordable housing, which is a growing concern across the South Burnett as well as across Queensland, and the lack of mental health and substance abuse centres. I have been involved with aspects of dealing with Council for many years. I was successful in having Council overturn the decision to increase water cost of the standpipe from $10 down to $6 a kilolitre. I have dealt with different mayors as far back as Reg McCallum, through David Carter, Wayne Kratzman, Keith Campbell and now Brad Otto, and have always tried to put the concerns of our residents forward. I've already led by example through my business, general interest, community organisations and council relations. I believe I will provide the vital experience to be a determined representative for Nanango. I have the tenacity to be a good fighter for Division 1 causes and believe I will provide much needed stability. I'm an independent thinker and I will ensure that I listen to people's opinions and from there will make my decisions informed and researched. I will also return calls and give explanations for my reason for voting. My involvement and achievements in the community show that I not only talk the talk, I walk the walk. Thank you.